your national days of the week. Starting with tomorrow, Manana, Domani. Monday, July 27th, is National Creme Brulee Day. If I had to guess, brulee is the most frequently misspelled word in the English language. Because it's got a bunch of those little dots and houses, and it's got a bunch of hieroglyphics over several of the letters inside brulee. I believe you can spell brulee without all the fancy accoutrements. I believe that's possible. But if you're going to call it creme brulee, you might as well make it look... It's just burnt cream. That's what the translation is. But burnt cream doesn't sound tasty and delicious. Burnt cream doesn't sound like something you would pay a lot of money for. Burnt cream versus creme brulee. And I recently had some creme brulee, and I forgot how tasty it can be. Because you got the custard underneath, burnt cream that they scorch with a blowtorch or whatever, however they do the magic that they do. And if you pop through the caramelized sugar over the top of the creme brulee, and you get that custard in there, and it's tasty and delicious, but it's difficult to spell. Whether you're spelling it or whether you're eating it. Think about it. On Monday, July 27th, National Creme Brulee Day. Burnt cream. Hello, viewers. I see you out there. I don't know who you are yet, but I have a different thing that tells me who you are, but that distracts, so I'm not using it. We're going to do this one. Why not? Tuesday, July 28th, is National Water Park Day. I love water parks. I really do. I had, past tense, I had such a great time at water parks in my youth. And early indications are water park days, outdoor water park days, are soon coming to an end. Early indications in that the lush greenery I have in my backyard, a couple leaves started turning yellow. And when a couple leaves start turning yellow, that means eventually they're all going to be, all the foliage is going to change colors. And the temperatures are going to drop. And outside water parks aren't going to be a thing no more. But to the north of me and to the south of me, they have indoor water parks, which somehow doesn't feel the same to me. I have never been to an indoor water park, but I also have no desire to go to an indoor water park, unless indoor water parks have elevators. Now you've tickled my fancy. Now, because I'm old and decrepit and my knees don't work like they used to. So, climbing 5 stories to take a 15-second ride to the bottom, that math doesn't work for me anymore. But you put an elevator in there, and that elevator takes you all the way to the top of the thing inside the building, because inside a building, it's got to be good for an elevator, right? And you just get out, and then, now we're talking. Those of you who do the wolf lodges, let me know if elevators take you to the top of the rides. Then I may go. Probably not, but I would like to. So if you're an outdoor water park enthusiast, time is ticking. Get it all in while you can. I don't know why you would have a water park day on a Tuesday. Who's taking off work to go to a water park? I would. If I was young and spry and motivated by proper motivation, I would take off a Tuesday to go to a water park. How about we think about water parks on Tuesday? How about we make plans? How about that? That's a way to celebrate Water Park Day. Water Park Day, yeah, that's the way to celebrate it. Make plans to go to a water park. Ooh, the celebration just got so much better. That's Tuesday, July 28th. National Water Park Day. Moving along. This one's going to be much easier. Wednesday, July 29th, is National Chicken Wing Day. Ain't got no wings. See, he's just shrugging his shoulders. I do love me some chicken wings. But I'm very, very peculiar in my wings of the chicken. I prefer Korean fried chicken. It doesn't make me a bad person. That's who I am. Davide, I'm thinking of you right now. You told me that you were going to give me food, and I said, don't give me food, and you insisted that I think about giving you giving me food, and I said, don't give me food, but you want to give me food? For a favor that I did for you as a friend? Sure, I'll take your food, because I don't want to be rude, like you have done to me so many times before, and not accept your grace. So I have decided what I want, and I'm not going to wait until Wednesday to eat them. If you get them on Monday or you get them on Tuesday, I don't care. I prefer to eat them on Wednesday, National Chicken Wings Day. I want some banchan. I want some Korean fried chicken, hot and spicy. There's just, my friend Damien, I recently turned onto Thuman's hot dogs. He hasn't had them yet, but he knows they exist. And he will be eating them in the future. And he will fall in love with them, as everyone else does. That's what's going to happen. Korean fried chicken is the same way. If you haven't had it, you don't know what you're missing. But once you have it, no other chicken compares. You have to think about how fried chicken in Korea became a thing. The Koreans did not master fried chicken on their own. They mastered fried chicken because of Southern troops who were stationed in Korea for the war, who were sent to Korea for the war. The guys in the rear with the gear, they were from the South, and they knew how to make fried chicken. So they're making fried chicken for the American forces. I guess it was a special thing. I don't know how you feed people during war. The guys in the rear with the gear, they get to eat really good, and the guys up front, they're pulling bark off trees. Anyway, the Southern Americans teach the Koreans how to make fried chicken. The Koreans say this is good, but we can make it better. And they did. Korean fried chicken is by far the best fried chicken there is. Chicken and hoff. I was anywhere you go in Korea, you see chicken and hoff, beer and chicken. They're just fantastic. And spice. Oh my God, the spice. Sometimes it was a challenge to eat all of the stuff. I don't care how you eat your chicken wings, where you get your chicken wings, or what you do with your chicken wings. I just want you to think about all of the chicken wings on Wednesday, July 29th. National Chicken Wing Day. Moving on. I feel like we may have done this one before, but if we did, it was a year ago. So we'll do it again. Thursday, July... Son of a gun. Son of a gun. It's in my throat. It's deep in my throat. Sorry about that. Thursday, July 30th is National Cheesecake Day. Where are my people? My people that are set in their ways. There's a term I'm trying to pull out of my brain right now. I can't think of what it is. Uh, there is something traditionalist, truist. I don't know what the word is I'm thinking of. But when I say it's National Cheesecake Day, you are thinking of the only cheesecake that there is. The cheesecake. This is the thing. You're a traditionalist. I think traditionalist works. You're that person. That's what you look at. My eyes have been opened. My eyes have seen the coming of the glory of the other ingredients. So, New York cheesecake, I think it's just cheesecake. New York cheesecake. I don't know why they call it New York. It's just cheesecake. And the other cheesecakes are not named for cities. They're just flavors added to them. And if you can mix so many. You can mix so many flavors. My favorite thing to do if I am craving cheesecake is not to go and rob a cheesecake factory, which seems like it would work if you were having cheesecake cravings. But it won't, because cheesecake is like 1% of their menu. Why they call it a cheesecake factory, don't know. But if I have a hankering for a hunka cheesecake, a hanker for a hunka cheesecake, I go to one of the finer grocery stores. You know, you got your Aldi and your Wise and your Giant, and then you got your Wawa, not Wawa, Wawa. The North version of Publix. You have that. You got the North version of Publix. I can't remember what it's called right now. That's how often I shop there. But they make a cheesecake sampler. So they chop it up into 14 bits, and each one of them is a different version of cheesecake. There's just so many different versions out there. But if you're a traditionalist, when I say National Cheesecake Day, you only think of that one. And my friend Roger just made my mouth water with an Italian ricotta cheesecake. Yes, that is tasty and delicious. The best thing about the Italian ricotta cheesecake is you can flavor it with any fresh fruits you want. Raspberries, a popular, any strawberry. Oh, just all delicious fruits go good with ricotta cheesecake. Facts. But however you do it, do you, boo. On Thursday, July 30th, National Cheesecake Day. Moving on. Oh, how convenient. We'll do that. Friday, July 31st is National Raspberry Cake Day. Raspberries are one of the better fruits. Raspberries really can be used so many different ways. And you give me a nice raspberry cake, I'm not going to complain. You give me some of that ricotta cheesecake, Italian ricotta cheesecake, and you put raspberry on that, not going to complain. You take the Korean fried chicken that we talked about earlier and add that in a spicy raspberry sauce, not gonna complain. I don't know if there is such thing as, I wouldn't say raspberries are the perfect fruit. Raspberries are not the perfect fruit. Raspberries are a good fruit, but I don't like to spend too much time looking at them. You go to eat one, and you take a little bit too much time looking at it, and you're like, that looks like hair sticking out of the berry. I don't like hairy berries. So if I can ignore the fact that it looks like it's got little hair sticking out of it, if I can ignore that fact, I eat the berries and they're tasty and delicious and I'm satisfied. If I let my brain get involved, I'm looking at it and I'm looking at hairy berries, and I don't like hairy berries. I do not like them, Sam I am. But a raspberry cake has so much potential. Has so much potential. It would be a cake, a fluffy cakiness with a raspberry in between, a jam, a raspberry jam. You put that in between and put it on top, and then you do a triple decker raspberry. I can't wait till we tape the next episode of the Lens B Show so I can ask Chick Brew how to make raspberry cake like that. That sounds good. I need to work on my cooking skills. And so should you. Think about it at the end of the month, Friday, July 31st. National Raspberry Cake Day. To your comments. Homemade whipped cream with lemon zest. Oh, yeah. What did I do recently? It didn't involve lemon zest. Oh, mashed potatoes. I also like my cake retarded. Moving on, man, we are really, we're not going to do this one, but I'm going to mention it because it's there. Raspberry Cream Pie Day shows up on Saturday, August the 1st. We're not doing that. Instead, we'll do this one. Saturday, August the 1st. That's right. It's August. Is National Homemade Pie Day. I don't know if August the 1st is the best day to make pie. It's already hot and sweaty outside. I think pie season needs to start after Halloween. Let's call that the season of pie. It starts after Halloween and it runs 3 months, 1 day and 4 hours. Huh? We've asked that question before. I'm pretty sure we've asked it as one of our questions of the week. What is your favorite kind of pie? Do you like the pies? I'm a big fan of rhubarb. I also like the mincemeat. I am a weird pie guy. I love the amalgamation of two of my shepherd's pie and chicken pot pie. I asked the wife if she could put those two things together, and she did. So I get a chicken shepherd's pot pie. A shepherd's pot pie. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So good. So good. It's basically. Now, when it says Homemade Pie Day, and it's a Saturday, August the 1st, and you want to celebrate Homemade Pie Day, I'm not going to shame you if you buy pre-made pie things. And if you construct it with your own hands in your home, that's good enough for me. Check in the box. Job well done. You successfully celebrated Homemade Pie Day. Because making a crust is difficult and time consuming. Plus, the graham cracker one, whew, man, I wouldn't use that for a pot pie. That would not be good. But for any other pies, graham cracker, I think with the graham cracker crust, if you just took like some Cool Whip and just sprayed it in there, you could chill it and eat that the way it is. It'd be like a very expensive meringue. You would be making your meringue way more expensive. However you do it, get to it on Saturday, August the 1st. National Homemade Pie Day. I got another thing going on there in my throat. Let me get rid of it real quick. All right. Sunday, August the 2nd, is National Disc Golf Day. Speaking of retarded, I don't find disc golf pleasurable, but my friend Anthony does. And because he did so well last night in the Harrisburg Hilarious competition, I felt like I would give a shout out to a sport that he likes, disc golf. You throw a frisbee at a garbage can made of chains in the distance. And I guess you just keep doing that. There's no fun in it. It's like athletic and stuff, you know. I like regular golf where there's drinking and driving involved. I mean, not a lot of drinking, but there's definitely drinking and driving involved in regular golf. Well, when you play like I play. And I'm easy, you know. I start with like 10 balls, and when I run out, I quit. When I run out of balls, I go home. Okay, I made it to the third hole today. That's an improvement. I'm going home. Because I'm a tin cup kind of golfer. I, I believe that I can golf better than physics. Oh yeah. I can make that shot. You can't make that shot. Watch me. Blink. Didn't make the shot. One ball down. Blink. Two balls down. I would be the same way if I was playing disc golf. I would start with 5 frisbees, and when I'm out of frisbees, I quit. Anyway, get outside, think about it, throw a frisbee around and call it golf. I don't care. It's Sunday, August the 2nd, National Disc Golf Day. To your comments. The wife knows a guy that does disc golf, and he has been flirty. I said, WTF, and she said, honey, he does disc golf. Come on. I agree. Loser. Except you, Anthony. You're not a loser. You're a great guy. And I'm so happy for you winning last night.